Let me get this started just to make sure it's going. Okay, I'm in Jacksonville, Florida tonight, headed back to Texas. And yeah, that's right, James. Everybody needs to take just a little bit of break every now and then. And but this says I need to reduce my mic level just a little bit. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm on a headset tonight since I'm traveling. I got my traveling set up tonight, and I'm headed up. Okay, very good, very good. I'm headed up from Palm Beach, Florida, and stayed in a place called the Breakers, and thank God a buddy of mine paid for it. It was about $900 a night, but man, was it ever nice, and it was awesome. I got some people say they can hear me absolutely wonderful. Some people say they can't, so we'll just get through it here tonight. But it's great to see everybody, and it's great to be with you. We're going to cover tonight. I was going to do some analytics tonight, but man, after last week's training, I'm not kidding you, I must have got 50 emails, and many of the questions were the same. So I took out the most popular questions, and we're going to answer those tonight. And I'm just so excited that we had so much interest in texting and what it can do for you. So let's get rolling here. First off, real quick, if you haven't joined our YouTube channel, join our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Instant App Wizard, and like us on our Facebook. This isn't our Facebook group. This is our Facebook page, facebook.com/Instant App Wizard. If you want a reminder about the training, text app call, APPCALL, and to 904, sorry, I had to move a screen out of the way. I couldn't see that. 904-548-3411, app call to 548-3411. Have a lot of people ask me all the time, Kerry, how do I register for training? If you'll write this down, instantappwizard.com/training, it's always the same spot. And you don't have to wait any go to or anything else just to do instantappwizard.com/training. Of course, our Facebook group, if you haven't done our Facebook group yet, go to facebook.com/groups/Instant App Wizard. We do have a lot of people that are trying to check in that aren't a part of our organization. If you try to check in and I reject you, please send me an email at Kerry, Kerry, at instantappwizard.com, and you will absolutely get put in there. I just need to know what email address you're using. If you're not using an email address that is in our database, I will reject you. And it's just to help keep the integrity of the group. So and it really helps out a lot. Okay, let's come in here real quick, and we're going to get into some of these questions. And I answered a lot of these questions last week, and I don't know if when I was talking, people just didn't. Hey, Andy, how you doing, brother? People just wasn't really paying attention, and that's why they asked the questions. And I know how important texting is. People are building a complete business off of texting and the marketing platform alone. And after the training last week, we've had some people really focus on where they want to go with their business. And let me just say why I even got involved with rehashing the marketing platform and the texting. If you want to keep your customers, if you want to keep your clients, and you want to keep them long term, you've got to do something that is creating a great ROI for them. And if you're, let me turn off my email real quick, or I'll have 5,000 of them come through. You've got to have something that shows great ROI. And if you don't, guess what? They're not going to be there for long. And so you want to make sure that they're there forever. And let me do that. That's right. Create sticky customers. I like that term there. I like that term. And, you know, you create customers that are with you forever. And sticky customers is absolutely a great term to use. So after talking to one of our resellers and finding out that he lost us some customers because they wasn't sure what he had done for them lately, I wanted to make sure we understood the marketing platform. Now, I'm not going to go into the marketing platform tonight. I'm going to talk specifically about texting, and I want you to understand why texting is so important. First off, why texting versus email? I must have got this 35 times in my email box. Why texting versus email? I can guarantee you, for those of you that text me a question during the week, and I'm not going to give out my phone number, but those of you that text me during the week, you get a response immediately. Because I get, matter of fact, I just opened my email just a few minutes ago. I haven't opened it today. I had 790 emails coming in. So the chance of me seeing your email is probably slim and none, because I'm probably going to delete it. And the chance of me seeing your text is absolutely 100%, because immediately when those texts come in, I'm going to read it. And if your customers is getting a lot of emails at their business, because every customer does, because they're getting spammed to death, okay, you want to make sure that they're going to see that text message. So the only way they're going to see that text message is if you have texting hooked up. If you do not have texting hooked up, guess what? You're cheating your customer. I've said it last week, and I'm going to say it again this week. If you have your customer hooked up to the marketing platform, if that customer is using the marketing platform and you are not allowing them to use texting, you are cheating your customer. Not only are you cheating your customer, but you're taking money out of your pocket. And I'm going to hash that and hash that and hash that, because I'm going to tell you something right now. If you do not use texting, the marketing platform is really about half-baked, you know. And so it's just what you got to do. It's just what you got to do. And I'm not going to beat that dead horse, but everybody knows where I'm coming from that. Does every business need texting? Can anybody tell me one business that doesn't need texting? Anybody at all? I can't think of any. Can anybody give me one business that doesn't need texting? And let me see. A phone company. Actually, you know what? That's not true. A phone company has to have texting, because guess what Sprint does to me every single week? They send me a freaking text message telling me that they've got something new and hot up, you know? So even a phone company uses texting. Anybody else? Give me a business that you think that doesn't need texting, because obviously when the person that sent me this email, they're probably thinking, well, there's got to be businesses out there that don't, so I don't need to get involved with text messaging. Anybody got anything? I can't think of one. I don't care if you have one customer. A dentist? Absolutely, a dentist needs text messaging. Why would a dentist need text messaging? Because that's the one place people don't want to go. You know? A funeral home. Why would the funeral home not need text messaging? Let me tell you, the funeral homes in my little town, we've got 2 of them. And they absolutely wear people out. They will come visit you every single day, making sure that you know that they're there. Funeral homes run specials just like everybody else does. You know, it's what they do. Anybody that has a customer or a clientele, because trust me, in towns today, there is more funeral homes. Okay. More funeral homes popping up every day, because everybody wants to go in that business. Why? Because people are dying. We live in the golden era right now. And so funeral homes are popping up everywhere. Woodrow just says, you know, texting gets your clients, customers married to you. Okay? To you. One of the people I work for thinks they don't. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, James, if they think they don't, it's not their fault. If your client doesn't think they need texting, it's because you did not sell it properly. Okay? It's because you didn't sell it properly. If that person doesn't understand texting, then you probably did not demonstrate texting for him. You probably did not show them how it works. Okay? Reminders of times of service. Yeah, there's just more and more reasons. Now, you know what everybody's telling me? I'm going to start hitting the funeral homes, you know, because you don't think about that. You don't think about that. Greg says, I would like to remind you and the audience that there's a real-world example of the power of text marketing on the Facebook page. I won't repost, but the revenues for the company have been up over 100% for 8 straight months. Okay? That's right, James. They don't see the potential, and they don't see the potential because you haven't showed them the potential. If you as a reseller, if that client doesn't see the potential, and let me tell you, some people are hard-headed, and they're not going to sit there and listen to you anyway, so move on. This is my philosophy in life, and it goes for everybody I know, my friends, my enemies, my customers. Some will, some won't, so what, next. Okay, and that's just the way I live my life. Because if I wait around on those who don't want to, then I'm going to go broke. This was the number one question I got. I probably should have put it up first, but I didn't. Why do text messages not roll over? Let me ask you all for a minute. Why would you not want text messaging? Why do you want text messaging to roll over? Give me one example of why you wouldn't want text messages. Because somebody said because my clients don't want it to roll over. Okay? Make more money if they don't roll over. That's right. You make more money if they don't roll over. And the person that sent me this email said, who was it? Sprint has rollover minutes. Well, let me use that as an example. I don't give a crap how many rollover minutes they give you. They still send you the same bill every month. And they're going to add minutes to your rollover minutes. And you're probably going to get to a point where you probably will never use all those rollover minutes. But guess what? You're paying for them. Okay? Rick Furrow says, old text minutes begin to smell after a while. That's absolutely right. You want those text minutes to expire every month because you want them to renew. If those text minutes they have in their cauldron expire, I'm going to say it again. You did not do your job. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you want those text minutes to expire about 20 days in so they have to buy some more. And then you want to move them up to 1,000 the next month, and you want those to expire about 20 days in so you sell them 2,500. And you want those 2,500 to expire about 20 days in because you want them to buy 10,000. Does everybody get my point why you want to renew those texts every day? Does everybody? I want everybody to please say yes because this was the number one question I got. The number one question. Anybody, everybody, just please say you understand that. Okay, very, very good. Anyone, Bueller, anyone? Thank you, Greg. Thank you, buddy. Greg says, stop thinking like a consumer and think like a business owner. Hell, every consumer wants something for free. You know, every consumer wants something for free. I want something for free. I was in a restaurant last night called Brio in Palm Beach. Great Italian restaurant. And the guy came over, and I had forgot to order some bruschetta. I love bruschetta. And I said, hey, man, I said, I'd like some bruschetta. He said, well, I don't know if I think it'll be out with your meal. And I said, well, I really want it right now. He said, we're kind of busy. I said, I tell you what, you bring it with my meal, you pay for it. You bring it out in the next 5 minutes, I'll pay for it. Well, I can't do that, so then I don't want the bruschetta. Well, let me go ask my manager. I've never been asked that question before. The manager walked out. He said, sir, what's the problem? I said, there's not a problem. I said, I want some bruschetta. I said, but here's the deal. If it comes out with my meal, you pay for it. If you can get it out to me in the next 5 minutes, I'll pay for it. The waiter already told me there's no way I could get it in the next 5 minutes. Well, guess what happened? Guess just what happened. I got my stinking bruschetta, and I probably got somebody else's bruschetta, but I got my bruschetta in the next 5 minutes because it was either free or bring it to me now. You see, everybody wants something for free, and I paid for it and was more than happy to do it. So you got to let those text minutes roll over. That's extremely important. It's got to happen. And you've got to sell your customer on that by telling him and showing him how to use up all those text messages. Start with the 500 and work it out. What's the best way to get someone started on text? You include the 500 text package of $15 with your presentation. And you show them how to do it. Okay? You show them how to use the dashboard, but you give the $15 package. You add $15 or you take $15 away. Either way you want to do it. Okay? That's right. A customer should hope they use all their text messages. But what you do is you make sure when you build that app, you put those 500 text messages in there and you go in there and show them how to use it up. And guess what's going to happen in about 15 days? They are going to have to need more texting. So move them up to the 1,000 mark and charge them $50 for it. And they're going to be more than happy to pay that because the text message marketing has worked, because you can show them that it's working. Does everybody understand that? Start them out with the $15 package. Don't make any money on it. Start them out on it and get them going. If you don't get them going, they're never going to use it. Okay? They're never going to use it. So that's what you got to do. That's what you got. And if you're not willing to do that, then really the rest of this webinar, this training is not for you. If you're not willing to start your customer on texting, then tonight's training, and you're probably thinking, well, hell, what's Kerry talking about? He just told me I didn't need to come to training. That's not what I said. I said, if you're not willing to get your customer started on texting, tonight's training is not for you, because that's all we're going to talk about. Okay? That's the way you got to do it. Any questions on that? Any questions on the questions? I want to make sure that I cover these questions that were emailed to me. Any questions? Thank you, Kenny. I want to read what Kenny just wrote, and I want to thank you for that. The marketing platform and texting and the reputation defender is the differentiator between us and everyone else. And let me tell you something, folks. What Kenny just said is absolutely the truth. Not only that, what Kenny just said will make you a fortune in text message marketing if you'll do that. Okay? What if they don't want texting? Then it goes back to what James said earlier. What if they don't want texting? You probably did not sell it to them correctly. You probably did not demonstrate it for them. You know? You probably did not demonstrate it for them. How many of you on your apps, and you don't have to answer this question. This is a general question, and I want you to think about it. Chris. That was you probably sent me that email, wasn't it, Chris? Chris said, what's the best way to get someone started on text messaging, with a smiley face? Okay? Let me tell you something. Okay? If they don't want text messaging, you probably didn't demonstrate it to them. If you didn't demonstrate it to them, it's because you don't have it on your app. You probably do not have it on your app. Does everybody here have text messaging on their app? Does everybody have? You don't have to answer. I want you to think about that for a moment. You're going to go out and sell a product and you don't have nothing to demonstrate. You cannot go out and sell something if you don't have something to demonstrate. Show and tell, that's right. That's right. One client is worth 4 text credits. That's absolutely correct. One client is worth 4 text credits. So that's 125 messages right there. Okay? So it's not going to take long to get him up to the 1,000 mark, is it? How do I price texting? This is the way I price my texting. If it's $15, it's $30. If it's $25, it's $50. If it's $50, it's $100. I double the price. I double the retail price, the wholesale price that you pay. Mark it up twice. Okay? 15's for 30, 25 for 50, 50 for 100. Okay? And you don't have to worry about that. That's right, Kenny. Kenny says if they're used all their text messages and need more, then they're being successful in growing their business. Okay? Yeah, except on the initial 500, and you can charge them 30 if you want to. That's up to you. Tom says except on the initial 500. But and that's totally up to you. That's just my recommendation, because once you get them started using texting, once they start tasting that success and they start seeing these people come back, or their return on investment starts increasing during lunchtime because they sent out that special and they wouldn't have had those people in there to begin with, guess what? They're going to hug and love you and tell you to keep on doing it and show you exactly what to do. Greg says his published price is $34.99 for 500 text messages. And that's a good price. Okay? Because you're not just selling texting, guys. You don't think of what's the price on texting. It's the price of the marketing platform. Do away with the price on the texting. This is the price of the marketing platform. Okay? Don't even think about pricing texting. What's the marketing platform worth? What is the value of the marketing platform for that customer? Yeah, don't even quote text pricing. That's absolutely right. Do not even quote text pricing. Hang on, let me move this so I can see what the question is. What information does a business text? Specials, sales, coupons, something else you can add in there and sell to them. That you can text them anything. You can text them a link to a website. You can text them a link to nothing but a coupon, an announcement, now arrived, new arrivals. Keep on, guys. Closing, okay? Anything. You can put anything in there you want, okay? And that's what they text. And you've got, what you need to do is you need to sit down. Happy birthday. Absolutely. I don't know if you guys know this, but we've got a birthday reminder in our text system. You know, we're open in inclement weather. That's a great idea, especially for restaurants, because soon as it sprinkles in my hometown, hell, everything closes up. You got to go find something that's open. Okay? Anything and everything to inform your clients and to keep them involved with your business. What are you really wanting to do? What is your client really wanting to do with that text message? Anybody? What is he really wanting to do? What is he really wanting to do? Grow his business, get sales. He's wanting to keep his business in front of their face. Okay? He's wanting to make sure that those people that registered sees his business every single day. Because if you send out a coupon for Wednesday on Monday, what is that person going to do? First off, they've got to show you the text message when they come in. Hey, I get 10% off. Okay? So they're going to keep that text message on their phone. They're not going to delete it. I have to delete my text messages because I have so many of them, it bogs my phone down. So I delete them all, except the important ones. What's important? Constant branding. Thank you. I was waiting on somebody to say that. Constant branding, because if they don't, their competition will. Constant branding. What information does the business need to send out? Every stinking thing they got. They need to send out a text message blast at least once a week. Okay? Very good. Kenny says his Swedish friend had an idea of putting a QR code to the sign-up page on the bottom of each registered receipt. That's absolutely a genius idea. I'll show you guys. I went to a barbecue restaurant. Somebody else eats there. It's I can't think of the name of it. It's up in McKinney. And their tables are covered with QR codes. And a business came in, and what they do is they give them the tables and sell the advertisement in the tables. and they're business card size, and they've got QR codes on them, and when you scan the QR codes, they also own the mobile marketing business that goes with those QR codes. Absolute genius idea. I'll show you guys that next week. Who pays IAW for text? Who pays Instant App Wizard for the text messaging? You do. Why do you want to pay Instant App Wizard for the text messaging? Why do you want to do that? I had this question asked about 30 times, so that's right. Markup. If you charge your client, if you use your client's credit card to purchase text with, he's going to get it for wholesale. He's not going to get it for retail. Okay? Does everybody get that? He's going to get it for wholesale. He's not going to get it for retail. So you put it on your credit card, plus you control your client that way. You know when to turn them off and when not to turn them off. If you use their credit card and it declines, we're going to turn them off. And you did not have a chance to talk to your client. Okay? What happens if they stop paying? You better turn them off, because guess what Carrie's going to do? Carrie's going to charge your credit card this month for his text messaging. You have to control that. You have to watch that. Carrie's not going to watch it for you. Okay? Carrie's not your marketing manager, and he's not your finance manager, and he's not managing your business. You are. Okay? And if excuse me, if you're not, you're going to go broke real quick, especially if you're paying for texting that nobody's paying for. So does everybody understand that? You pay for the texting. Okay? You pay for the texting. And when you pay for the texting, you charge them for whatever you're going to charge them. If they quit paying you, cut them off. What I recommend doing is you bill them for their texting a few days before the texting runs out. That way you always know if that texting is paid for. Does everybody understand that? Extremely important. Okay, very good. Will I still be billed if they stop? This was the number 2 question to the question asked a while ago. Who pays for it? Will I still be billed if they stop paying? Absolutely. Absolutely. If they stop paying, you will be billed. So you've got to manage that. Get your wife to manage it, your girlfriend to manage it, whoever's going to manage it, get them to manage it. Because you've got to track that stuff every month. Get you a good program, a good cash register program or something, whatever you use, that automatically tells you, and there's programs out there that will automatically bill them, okay, if they're not on an auto pay. Set up your credit card system as auto pay, and it'll tell you real quick if their card bounced. Trust me, okay? Why is there money in texting? Can anybody answer that question? Why is there money in texting? No, I don't mind the responses. You guys are great tonight. Throw them out there. Why is there money in texting? Can anybody, I want 2 people to give me a reason why there's money in texting. Two excellent answers. Because it's addicting when they get more business, always increasing numbers, more profit, because it's very effective, 90% open rate in 60 seconds, because it drives revenue and brand recognition. Thank you. Double what you have to pay, because there is 98% open rate, builds a steady income. Thank you, Andy, and that's an excellent thing to say. Everyone's got a phone. Yeah, guys, residual income is where it's at in any business. Some of you get paid up front for your apps. Would it be nice to have $1,015 a month coming in, or $1,030 a month making $15 a month? $15,000 a month on top of your annuals? I'll check on that texting for Singapore. Woodrow, if you could, check on that texting for Singapore. They don't have the texting in Singapore. Because it's residual income. Residual income, guys. Monthly income. Guaranteed. They get addicted to it. Somebody said they get addicted to it. They get addicted to it. They love it. They've got to have it because they like new customers coming in. They want old customers coming in. Every time they send out a message, it generates revenue for the business. And if you're generating revenue for a business, then they're going to continue to pay. Get them up to $10,000 a month, and you're making $300 or $400 a month off that person. Get all 1,000 of them doing that, and you're making an extra $300 or $400,000 a year. The numbers are very simple to add up. 30 times 1,000 is $30,000, and if it costs you 15, then you spent 15,000 to make 30,000. That's a pretty good return on your money. Okay? Typical opt-ins, Kenny, is probably 10 to 15. That's what I've seen. That's what I've seen in my area, 10 to 15. This is, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. Let me go to the next one. Oops, I didn't put that question in there. That question was in there, and I didn't put the slide in there. Guys, this is what you got to do to get opt-ins. You've got to have the employees involved. You've got to have QR codes everywhere saying opt into our list. You've got to have that web address, that mobile address everywhere so they'll opt into your list. You've got to have everything everywhere to show them how to opt into that list. And Kenny says, then show them the ROI calculator based on 15 a day, what it's going to do for their business. Absolutely. I hope everybody put that ROI calculator on your phone. Guys, if you're not building your text business, if you're not building that text business, then your customers will probably not renew. That's just the way it is. And don't sell texting, sell the marketing platform. Don't sell texting, sell the reputation management system. Remember how I showed you to separate those two a couple of weeks ago? Go in and sell them the rep management system. Don't go in and sell them that with the mobile app. That's a totally separate system on its own. You don't need that reputation management button on their app. You need to have a separate reputation management system, complete and in the box, ready to sell. Don't sell that with the app. Don't put that button on their app. You're cheating yourself out of money. Listen to what I'm fixing to say. And we're not going to beat this horse long, okay? We've probably got another 10 minutes. I want you to listen to what I'm going to say, and if everybody's light will go off, if that little question mark will go off over your head and the light bulb will go on, I'm fixing to make you more money with this one statement than anything you could ever do if you will do this. Has everybody got a pencil and piece of paper? Because there's not a slide. Yeah, we have customer loyalty system. It's in the control panel. We have loyalty rewards programs. Absolutely. And we're going to go over that. We'll go over that next week. I'll put that in next week. So everybody got a pencil and piece of paper? Because I'm fixing to show you how to make more money than you've ever made in your life if you'll do this. Go out tomorrow and sell the reputation management system only. Go out tomorrow and sell the marketing platform only. Go out tomorrow and sell them an app only. You just sold them 3 products. That's what I'm fixing to say. You just sold them 3 products and you can integrate texting in each one of them. One customer has 3 products and he's giving you $30 a month on one, $30 a month on the other, $30 a month on the other. You're netting out $45 a month on a $500 text package on 3 separate products: a rep management system, a marketing platform, and a mobile app. And you hook up texting to every one of them, and you build that price in. He's actually got 3 separate platforms for the same business. Now you say, Kerry, why in the hell would I do that? What are you saying, dude? What is wrong with you? First off, the rep management system, and we completely built this the other week, is a standalone system, and you need to be doing it that way. Okay? An absolute standalone system. It doesn't need to have a button on the app because you don't want some jerk sitting at home every day putting in some bad crap and eating up your text messages. You do that strictly in-house where it's on time, ready to go. The business owner gets the information and he can take care of the problem in a split second. Do not put that button on the app. For two reasons. One, you don't want it for the first reason I just said. Secondly, that's a standalone system that you can go in and sell for a lot of money. Okay? Secondly, the marketing platform. You can build a complete business completely around. It's going to be on an app, Kenny, but it's not on their main app. It is on an app, okay? It has to be built into the app, but that's not on their main app. I'm saying you're going to sell them an app. You're going to sell them their business app, but you're also going to sell them a rep management app, but they don't have to have that on their phone. Okay, it's a rep management system. The customer's going to scan the QR code, the up or down arrow, the up or down button. Okay, yeah, not on the same homepage. Don't put it on their homepage at all. Yeah, QR code on the table, anything, an up, down arrow, whatever you want to do. Okay, that's what you need to do. All right, and then the mobile app. You got the marketing platform that you can sell as a standalone system. Same way, opt in the exact same way. Complete standalone system. Now now with their mobile app, guess what they can do? They can bring in, but you're going to sell that marketing platform as a standalone system. All right? And their mobile app also generates what? It generates people from just going to that. So now you're selling them three separate systems. It can all be in the same app. It can all be in the one app. Don't put that button on the front page is what I'm saying. Okay? And that's why there's money in text message marketing. I mean, and these were the most popular questions. These were the hottest questions. But the last one, why is there money in text? I just told you. I can guarantee you, if you will take the advice I gave you tonight, listen to what I'm saying. You got to do a couple of things. First off, you got to teach somebody how to use the system. But if you will listen to me, within 60 days, if let's say you've got 100 apps sold, and we got a lot of people with 100 apps sold, okay? And you go out and you get those people and you make sure every one of them is on text message marketing, and you go out there and you start training them. If they're paying you $100 a month already and it costs you $15, okay, you're going to make $85 next month instead. But let me tell you what's going to happen in 60 days. You're going to turn around and in 60 days, that $15 that you had to spend or that $30 that you had to spend, you're fixing to start putting an extra $25 a month in your pocket. So you went 60 days, that's 2 months, you got 10 months left. That $30 just made you $250 for that one customer. If you'll do that. But you got to be willing to do it. It makes me sick at my stomach when I see somebody cancel texting. You know, does anybody know why somebody cancels texting? Anybody? Does anybody know why someone will cancel texting? Anybody? Can anybody tell me why a customer cancels texting? And everybody's right on. Some of you are sitting here saying, well, are you going to tell us? They don't know how to use it. You didn't train them. You didn't show them how to use it. They have no value. Would you spend $15 a month on something of no value and continually to do it? If you would, I want every one of you to call me after training, because I've got a $15 trinket I'm going to let every one of you have, and it's going to cost you $15 a month. You're not going to spend $15 a month on something that doesn't have value, and it doesn't have value because you did not teach them how to use it. You did not show them how to increase their business with it. You did not show them the ROI, their return on investment, on how to do that. And you can't blame the customer. I know this is how it works. Well, that's sorry, so-and-so, man, he canceled my stinking texting. And you go to your card and you're pissed off and you go home and you have to cancel the texting, and he was paying you $35 a month for it. Only person you need to be mad at is you need to look in that mirror on your way out of that on the way out of that business, and you say, boy, did I screw up. Boy, did I really mess that up. What the heck was I thinking? I come here every day and I never once showed him how to use the marketing platform. I come here every day and I never once showed him how to get his waiters and waitresses to make sure and remind everybody to use the reputation management system. Guys, the reputation management system is great for them. It's great for making money for you. That's the bottom line. How many of you here to make money? Is everybody here to make money? Kenny says no. Kenny, you need to come visit me for a week. Everybody says they like money. If you don't, man, something's wrong. Something's wrong. But and that's what texting is all about. Guys, let me close with this. And I say it all the time. If you listen to what I said on tonight's training, give me 1 second. Sorry, I had to sneeze. If you'll put you together a package tonight before you go to bed with those two items, the marketing platform, the reputation management, put it on one of them, okay? Thank you. If you will put together, hang on just 1 second. If you will put together a package and go out and start selling it tomorrow, you'll be amazed at what's going to happen. Absolutely amazed. And it will make you more money than anything you're doing. Why? Because of the residual income. Okay? Kenny says, and use the business plan. Use the business plan. Any questions on tonight's training? It's going to be short and sweet. Well, it's not short. It's about the same time. But I do a live question and answer every single week, except nobody asks the questions till the training's over with, and they send me an email because they didn't ask me during the training. All right, guys. I'll have these videos up by tomorrow, and it's up to you. As my grandfather used to tell me, you can lead a horse to water, and sometimes you have to kick him in the ass to get him to drink. So tonight, I put my foot out, and I hope I placed it in the right place. Because I expect to see all of you start emailing me in the next 60 days saying, Kerry, you know what? I have increased my business by, you would not believe, the X amount of money. Because that's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me what tonight's training did for you. Absolutely. Kitty said, Kerry, you kicked me in the ass. Thank you. Same to you. Andy says, thanks, Kerry. I learned a lot. Have a good night. My ass hurts. You know, it is what it is, guys. You know, I could come on here and BS you all night long and say, you know what, you could go stand on the street corner, spin on your head 3 times, and somebody's going to buy an app, but it's probably not going to happen. But if you'll go out and show this program, I guarantee you it will. Okay? So, good night. God bless. I got a 22-hour drive ahead of me tomorrow, so I'm fixing to go to sleep and kick them in the apps. Absolutely. Y'all have a great evening. It's been great to talk to you tonight. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you listened. I really, really, really do. Uh, any questions real quick before you must drive the show. That's right. You must drive slow. No, I'm a long ways away. All right, guys. God bless. Have a great evening. 10 for 10. There you go, Chris. 10 for 10, baby. And we will see you next Wednesday.